Good evening, friends. Dereck Williston here, reporting live for WBIGD TV. Today we're going to talk about another product. We're going to have Big D test and prove if it's true, if it's false, if it's right, if it's wrong, if the manufacturer's leading you down a path of destruction, if they're just plain out lying to you. We are here and we're going to report it, because that's what we do. Dereck Williston here, WBIGD TV.
Yeah, you know it's true. You big dummy.
My name is Derek and I do YouTube videos about audio equipment. Videos about audio. I know it doesn't make sense, but if you guys enjoy that type of stuff, you might enjoy subscribing to my channel and I'd appreciate it. So stick around for the cool content and don't be surprised if you see a big dummy. So I've been asked a lot recently to test 4-channel amps. I've also been asked to test marine amps. Also asked to test budget amps. Well, I'm going to kill 3 birds with 1 stone today, my friends. Power Acoustik MA4-3000D. That's right, this is a 4-channel marine grade budget amplifier rated at 4x285 at 4 ohms, 4x375 at 2 ohms, and also 2x750 bridged at 4 ohms. Here are the 4 models in the marine lineup for Power Acoustik's amplifiers, including the MA4-3000D. The others are monoblocks. And if you don't need the marine version, you can go for the black version, the RZ4-3000D. It's exactly the same amplifier minus the extra marine coating and the white color. Now you can pick these up on Amazon. I see the price fluctuate quite a bit, so check my link in the video description. I picked mine up for right around 120 bucks. So
Thanks, Big D. This is Dereck Williston.
all right, friends, today here we have this Power Acoustik MA4-3000D. Let's take it out of the box and see what it's all about. There's your manual and your high-level inputs. Here's the amplifier. There's also... Let's pull it out. Plastique. Got some 40 amp fuses there on the bottom. There's our power, ground, speaker level outputs. RCA inputs, gain, your crossover switches. There's adjustability for your crossover. Here's your gains, and there's the high level input. Not a whole lot going on there. I guess, yeah, those do come off. So if you do need to take those out of the way, you can. Let's get it wired up, fire up the dyno, and see what kind of power it really does. So you can probably tell by the video here, the amplifier is pretty small in size, about 12.25 inches by about 4.75 inches. Extremely compact. Also, the thickness is only 1.625, so easily fit under most car seats. So just right off the bat, it's a plastic kind of heat sink. Not real sure what's up with that. You can see there's a little window here where it's got 2 40 amp fuses, so that makes us think we have 80 amps worth of fusing, which is not going to do anywhere near the rated power of 1500 watts bridged. But anyway, it's a pretty cool looking amp. I mean, it's pretty small too. So if it does about half its rated power, that's pretty good for the price. You can check the video description below for a link if you want to pick one of these up. But let's wire it up and see what it does. As usual, make sure you stick around till after the dyno test to see the internals of the amplifier. Those who don't know what the amp dyno is, essentially test the power output of this amplifier so we can see how close we get to the manufacturer's specifications they put in the manual. First off, we're going to do stereo tests with all 4 channels loaded. Tell us about what you can do, Big D. All right, here you can see we got the amp wired up. All 4 channels are wired up. We have the channel 1 going into the dyno with the 4-gauge wires. We have channel 2 as well going to the dyno. Channel 3 and 4 are coming out of these speaker wires and are going into the big dummy loads. These are braking resistors, 4 ohm, 1000 watts. These are the same type of resistors that are in the dyno, but this just allows us to hook up so that all channels are loaded, simulating a worst case scenario for the amp. So let's try it out at 4 ohms, see what it does. All right, Power Acoustik 4-channel. Let's try 4 ohms, 1 kilohertz, 4-channel mode. Rated 285 by 4. All right, 160 watts per channel at 4 ohms. So they're about 120 watts. No. So yeah, 120 watts or so shy of the rating. Boo, Power Acoustik. All right, now we have the amp wired up for the 2 ohm stereo test. So we have channels 1 and 2 going into the dyno at 2 ohms, and we have channels 3 and 4 bridged. We have the left positive and right negative going into one of the 1000 watt dummy load resistors, the big dummy loads. So we're going to try the 2 ohm test. Let's see what it'll do. $227 watts per channel at 14.33. We're rated 375. Yeah, still a little shy there, friends. Now let's bridge the 4 channels down to 2 channels and test the bridged mode of this amplifier. Alright, so you can see we have the amp wired up for 2 channel bridged. We have left positive, right negative from both of the 4 channels bridged. And we'll go ahead and turn it on. Let you see the little LED light here. Alright, let's get it configured and test it on the dyno. All right, we have the Power Acoustik 4-channel MA4-3000D wired up. 4 ohms bridged, 1 kilohertz both channels driven, both channels measured. We'll see what we get. It's rated 750 by 2. All right, right around 450 watts. We have 466 and 448. We pulled 88.4 amps of current. Right now we'll try the dynamic test at 4 ohms bridged, 1 kilohertz. All right, 461, 450 at 14.6 volts. Now that you've seen the amplifier power output test, let's take the screws off the bottom and see what's inside. This amplifier is pretty easy to get into. There's only 4 Phillips head screws on the bottom. One of them is covered up by a little warranty seal. But we remove that, and there you go. Here are the internals. You can see the daughter board there on the far left. You can see some inductors, also a temperature sensor it appears there, probably a thermal sensor to shut the amp down. The rail caps, also the filter caps, and a nice transformer there, and the 240 amp fuses to protect everything. You can see 2200 microfarad, 85 degrees Celsius, 50 volt caps for the rails. And then for the input filtering, we have 25 volt, 2200 microfarad, 105 degrees Celsius. And here's the model number, which makes me think this should be rated 4 by 150. That would make more sense. If you enjoy car audio, you might enjoy our 12 Volt Talk podcast with me and Hi-Fi Vega. We talk about all different things, old school car audio, new, the industry, everything like that. Check us out, youtube.com/12vtalk. All right, so now we'll talk about the results of the MA4-3000D from Power Acoustik. And we did some extensive testing behind the scenes and showed you guys just a few of the runs. But basically in the 4-channel mode, we're about 125 watts shy per channel and about 150 per channel shy at 2 ohms. And then 4 ohms bridged, again, almost 300 watts shy per channel. What does Power Acoustik have to say?
Got him! Got him!
So overall, this is not a bad amp. I just wish they would rate it accurately, which I would say 150 by 4 at 4 ohms or 450 by 2 bridged at 4 ohms is an accurate rating. Now, they put RMS in the manual, and those numbers are just not true. There's no way it got that much power. So that's why I do these tests. I hope you guys appreciate it. I'm really hoping in the future that manufacturers or companies will start using accurate ratings, and that's why I keep doing this channel. We're going to shame them if they don't. I appreciate you guys as always for watching, commenting, liking my videos, and sharing them. Supporting me on patreon.com/oldschoolstereo, and a special thanks to Jay, Marcus, Matthew, Soundstream Registry, and Jesus Tires. Yeah, boy! I'm out of here! So in order to hook up the speakers, you do have to take out these little end panels. And the way you do that is you flip it over, and there's 2 screws. See, one there. One there. I've already taken them out. Once you do that, then the panel just pops right off with ease. See that? It just pops right off. There's where the screws go. So then that way you can get to all the speaker terminals. All right, friends, here we have the Power Acoustik MA4-3000D. It's rated to do 750 by 2 at 4 ohms and didn't quite get there. So we're trying to drop it down until we get our 750 by 2 because that's what we paid for. We paid for 1500 watts and we're not getting it. So we're going to try 1.6 ohms times 2 channels. This is bridge. The amp is only rated to handle 4 ohms bridge. This is like a 0.8 ohm per channel load on the amp, but we don't care. We want our 750 by 2. See if we can get it. 1 kilohertz burst. Boom! Let's go. Alright, so the amp stopped. Did not go any higher than that, so we did not get our 750 by 2. It's not in protect. I'll show you. Still lit up all green. Like, yeah, I'm supposed to do my power. What's wrong here? And we don't have it quite. 678, 669. Again, this is 1 kilohertz burst. This is like the most meaningless test probably there is, but it gives the amplifier the most chance to meet its rated power, even though we're at a different ohm load. But still didn't even get there. So fix your ratings, Power Acoustik. I'm not saying anything else is bad, but you're confusing people with your ratings. And you win the first Dereck Williston Award for 2019 on the Wall of Shame for Dereck Williston. Congratulations, Power Acoustik. You are our first 2019 winner of the Dereck Williston Award for your ratings. Make sure you go back and check my videos. I've got over 500 videos here on YouTube, many of them car audio related. As always, thanks for watching my videos, for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing with your friends, share with your grandma, share with everybody. Big D Wiz signing out.